Okay, Coach, we're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check. 20. Alert, 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 alert.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Real.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's taken in by Callaway. And an alley to run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson looking deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Mike 48, Mike.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, like Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shoot!
Here's Mayfield. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
180. Hey, alert 33. Watch tight end. You got 3 down. 4
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check 13. Check 13. Mike 40. Check.
Now Chubb running right. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Good. 180. All right, D. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even. Shift.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Regular.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field.
They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's checking. Crash. Tight dog. Take 4.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Watch out.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Kill.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Hey, let's get this.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Tight ends right. 4 down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will be caught by Brown.
Jackson's pass complete. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Check 53, Mike.
He can run for it, and he will. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school. Check.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check the backer. Check.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Where'd he go?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Alert! 48 to Mike. Guys, it's game situation.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert! Switch!
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I got you, pump. Check 26. Hatch it.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to take it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Running right, this is Ingram. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
He's checking crack. That's it. Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And an alley to run. Into the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check curls, check curls.
Jackson, options out left. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 72 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Silver.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Right over there, right? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. 25, check 20.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're running. Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
This is Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Here we go. Get the flag. Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the pass. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. All day, dog. Hey,
they go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Check. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And an alley to run. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
58, come on. I got it. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Quit talking about it and bring it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They run. Chubb. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
6-3, 218, chopper.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180. Hey, let's get in them holes. Real. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Now Chubb, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Ravens, 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Mack Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 24, check 24. 22, check, cover. 22.
action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Greystone travel. Hey, check 24.
Mayfield a handoff. This is Hyde. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Shoot. He's coming. Double up. Run. He's coming. Double up. 22 jet bomber.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180. Hey, alert. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Pistol. Y'all playing the wrong way.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ingram again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson, option right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Come get some. Set go. He don't want it.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
We own it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Set, cut.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.